Hi everyone, Seth Lennon again, and I have the distinction of being joined by one of the newest members of Congress out there, Congressman Pat Ryan of New York. Sir, how are you doing today?
I'm great.
One of the big things you talked about in your remarks earlier was how transformative the infrastructure law was. Why is that exactly?
Well, you hear $1.3 trillion and it almost sounds like you can't, it's almost too much to envision what does this actually mean. So in my district, 800,000 people, it has been transformative in a multitude of ways. I think most tangibly, I'm on the Transportation Infrastructure Committee, just getting our roads back into great shape, as well as broadband as well. And then we've seen one of the very specific local examples, the Kingston, which is my hometown, one of our larger cities in the district. We just secured, because of the bipartisan infrastructure law, the single biggest transportation grant the city's ever received, $21 million grant that'll be huge improvement of all the roads and sort of bulkhead along the river, huge economic driver, both immediate construction job creation and enduring economic boost. So in a city like that, to secure a grant like that, which we wouldn't have had because without the infrastructure law, it's a big deal.
Yeah, and it sounds like our member is going to have a big say in moving those projects forward as we're kind of union labor. I mean, you can't complain about that at all.
Well, that's what's so key too on all of these big federal pieces of legislation: bipartisan infrastructure law, CHIPS and Sciences Act. President Biden and all of us have made clear over and over this is going to be centered by, with, and through union workers, union labor, and that also obviously, although maybe it's not obvious to enough people, we still need to make sure they understand that means good paying wages and secure retirement at a time when that's really hard and really rare in the country.
Yeah, and let's talk about another important part of something the administration's forward, and that's PLAs. And we're going to talk about a place that's near and dear to both of our hearts, as we both have ties to the United States Army, and that is a very important location in your home district, that of the United States Military Academy at West Point. Talk to us how PLAs are impacting some of the work being done on campus at West Point.
Yeah, I mean, it's really exciting. It's the single biggest renovation, rejuvenation of the Academy in its 200-year history. It's going to be over $1 billion over the next decade of rebuilding barracks, rebuilding academic halls. And there was a big differentiator when President Biden issued his executive order that said all federal construction projects now over $35 million have to be done under project labor agreements. That set an important direction that as all this work is done over the next decade, it will be good wages, safe working conditions, secure retirement, and local and regional union labor. And that would not have happened without this executive order. It would have been a huge missed opportunity.
And it's also going to be a big boon for the taxpayer, because PLAs by nature promote transparency in a way that, because it ensures high work standards, it ensures that everything's on schedule and hopefully under budget. And I think that's just something people don't understand about PLAs is the added transparency it brings for the taxpayer when we're making these important public sector investments, especially in a place like West Point where we want to be able to give future warfighters the resource they can to grow and develop and become the future leaders of tomorrow. So I think that's a big deal. So Congressman, thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
This has been a fantastic conversation.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Thanks,
thank you for the work y'all are doing. Pleasure. And anything you need, please let us know. We're here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.